Ladies and gents, welcome back. Now, gas prices have never been this high in Canada, and we are set for another round of carbon tax increases. We have here huge gas prices increasing in Canada. Top story, you probably don't need a politics newsletter to tell you that gasoline is hideously, overwhelmingly, unbelievably expensive right now. Toronto area gas prices of $1.75 per liter are already significantly higher than the prior record of $1.61. And Vancouver, some area gas stations are now posting prices above $2 per liter. All told, it's the highest gas price for gasoline since petrol-powered transport was first introduced in Canada. A century ago, a liter of lead-infused gasoline would run you the inflation-adjusted equivalent of just 90 cents. Although it was much more expensive to get gasoline to the market in those days, the lower price was largely due to the absence of any major fuel taxes. The increase for the gas recently, crushing sanctions against Moscow have caused whole oceans of Russian oil to be abruptly removed from the world market, leading to global bidding over whatever oil supplies are left. Even before the Ukraine invasion, gas prices were already hitting historic highs due to oil-thirsty world economy awaking from COVID lockdowns. At the same time, an oil sector that saw many of its operations mothballed by pandemic was having sluggish time returning to normal. And of course, the ever-present fact that gasoline is heavily taxed. Even by all three levels of government at once. Vancouver, every liter of gasoline is subject to 37 cents per liter in provincial and federal excise taxes, as well as 5% GST. Yes, gas prices are going tremendously high now. At the same time, Canada, Trudeau, worst PM ever, is raising carbon taxes by 25% from $40 per ton to $50 per ton. April 1st, 2022. Do you know what else is increasing on April 1st? The MP salaries. Canada, did you get a pay raise to offset this carbon tax? Interestingly enough, nearly 8 out of 10 Canadians are against the pay raise. I'm surprised the number is actually that low, to be honest. Who are they polling in this? But yeah, this is British Columbia. The Canadian Taxpayer Federation released results from a ledger poll showing that 79% of Canadians are against members of Parliament taking their third pay raise during the pandemic on April 1st, 2022. Third time these guys have given themselves a pay raise in recent times.
According to the CTF, 79% of Canadians are against members of Parliament taking yet another raise during the pandemic.
It's wrong what members of Parliament are doing. They should not be giving themselves bigger paychecks while the people that they're supposed to represent are struggling through a pandemic. Many taxpayers have taken pay cuts, maybe lost their job, maybe even lost their business.
The Ledger poll surveyed over 1,500 Canadians. Here's a table of what those estimated raises will look like.
Let's just have a quick look at this. This is the table. Canadian sitting senator will get a pay raise increase of $10,000 a year. Backbench MP will get the same pay raise. A minister will get a $15,000 pay raise this year. And the prime minister is going to get a whopping $21,000. We know that's just going to go in the change drawer compared to what he's been pulling in on the side businesses that have been exponentially profiting during all of this. Unbelievable.
This year, a backbench MP will see an increase of $10,000 and the PM could see a whopping $21,000 raise.
The fact that they're going to be taking another pay raise, I think, quite frankly, it lands like a slap in the face to many taxpayers who are struggling.
Jason Morris, according to the CTF, the federal government is fully capable of declining raises.
All of this is so frustrating. It just boils my blood. I know for many other people that I've been hearing for, it just feels wrong that the people who are supposed to be representing us are so financially divorced from the realities that we're going through.
CKPG has reached out to our local MPs for comment. Unfortunately, none of them returned our messages in time for broadcast. To read
None of them return the calls in time for broadcast. Now, at the same time, we're talking about the Keystone Pipeline, which was it was a project that was underway and it was canceled. On his first day in office, Joe Biden killed off 42,000 jobs by ending the construction of the Keystone XL pipeline. The pipeline would have delivered 830,000 barrels of crude to the U.S. every day. Then a few months later, Joe Biden waived sanctions on Russia's gas pipeline to Germany. Now that we're seeing new sanctions being put on by all countries because of the conflict going on right now. Now, this is to be said here. With rising gas prices, we're wondering how much of this is due to oil decreases from that area. The U.S. imports 670,000 barrels a day from Russia. The Keystone Pipeline would have produced 830,000 barrels per day. Biden shut down the Keystone Pipeline day one. Biden approved the Russian pipeline a few months later. Today, the U.S. imports gas from Russia every day, and gas prices nearly doubled in little over a year. Now, gas prices, we've seen them at the pump. This is insane. I believe this is a picture from British Columbia where the price of regular gas is hit over $2. Now, the question is, how much oil does Canada import? And the answer is too much. Reading through this article here, we, as Canadians, we're importing $11.5 billion on foreign oil. This is numbers that came out from 2021 with a list of the different countries that we're importing oil from. It doesn't look like Russia is high on our list of oil imports. However, we're getting a lot of our oil from places like the United States. TLDR for this, that'd be the too long didn't read for this article, replacing oil imported from Saudi Arabia. Should we? Moving down here, if we replaced, because the main argument here is we need to offset emissions, and this is the reason why we have increases in carbon taxes coming through the Trudeau government. If we replaced 100% of foreign oil imports coming into Canada, we would reduce emissions by 6.2%. We should all be enlightened by the fact that if we did replace foreign oil entering Eastern and Atlantic Canada with that from Western provinces, we'd be doing a huge favor to our economy and our global environment. We'd be helping Canada decrease emissions and gain energy security while also benefiting our economy if we were to replace foreign oil supplied with domestically sourced oil and gas from the West in Canada. So why aren't we? Well, the TLDR on this one is politics. We're not doing it because politics. That's all I got for you in this video. Check out the next video coming out soon. And as always, keep on trucking.